All right, here's some highlights as you're practicing Wanyo, some things to think about. It's one step to get the memorization, get the forms or the moves in the right order, but the next step then is to start using this form as a practice tool to practice certain things, all right, and to clarify certain new concepts in your head. So from the beginning, Wanyo, the first three moves, your foot may move only once or just a little bit over here, but it's the hips that I'm looking for out of that. And in order to get the hips into it, you got to crank back to throw it. So that'll come kind of with relaxing and exploding, right? Relax here as you pull, explode. Let those hands move out fast. The next move, relax, explode. Relax as you reach here, as you point. But then that foot here, your first two moves were in a back stance. Remember, a back stance is about 3 foot lengths long. Fixed stance is the next move you're going out to for that side punch. That's a new stance for this level, and it's just 1 footstep longer. So from here, I point, I'll take some weight off that foot so I can shift it out 1 foot length more, and here's my fixed stance. Now, realize my weight's not back here where the back leg is, more in the middle. Same thing on the next side. Hips, relax, explode. Relax, relax, fixed stance, side punch. This next part here, I'll shift my weight back to my right foot as I'm doing this block. So I reach, I step and I reach, but then the block is going to come in what's called a perch stance, another new stance for you. One-legged stance. I'll do this as a double fist block, and my leg is chambered as I'm going to do a side kick. So when I do that, I'm also trying to pivot my bottom foot. So I'll be at feet together here, and my block will be here. Side kick is already set up for me because I got my leg chambered for it. I had that foot pivoted. Then I'll recenter my weight, be balanced over that back foot, reach, and my hips will throw that move. Twist my body, so I'm twisting my front foot now. Those toes will point out, and I want to use my hips to help throw this. Next block. Twist, hips. So when you're doing those three moves right there, what you got to realize is your hips have to crank back behind you to pull that block across you. What I see a lot of people do is from that first block, they'll step, they'll twist their upper body here, and they'll step their back foot forward so their hips won't be coming across the center line to pull it back through. They'll do what I call a scissor motion with their body. The upper half is pulling this way, bottom half is pulling the other way. That's no power at all in that move. So in order to practice the proper technique after you've done the side kick in this first block, twist your body as you step in that foot forward, get your hips cranked over past the point where you want to finish the block, then use your hips to pull that block to that line. Twist, hips, block. Palms up here, every move has a reach for it. The reach starts opposite of how the hands want to finish because I'm going to have to twist and rotate my hands one way or another, right? When I finish, that twist is another thing that's going to help give me power in my move. So both palms start up because this one comes down like a windshield wiper and will move whatever's in front of you out of the way. So you're repositioning their hand or blocking something they're throwing at you. This hand's coming straight over like a spear right into the middle of your opponent's chest. So here we palms up, and just like a punch, I want to throw this move from that hip. So that's a pushing move off my hips right here. Palms up, right there. From here we start just like beginning pull. I got a big turn, but I still want to make sure I'm getting my hips into this. Pow, pow, pow. Relax, explode. Feet will come together. Here's your ready for this next move. As I step left and scoop right, I don't want the scoop to stop here in front of me, in front of this shoulder. I don't want it to be over here to the side of me. I want it to be splitting those two. So at an angle here. And as I do that, I want to line my shoulders up with it. All right? It's a partially strong move. If I've got my hips into it, yes, it's good. But it's better locked out. My body's in a stronger position if I can get my hips, my shoulders, my back and everything straight with that arm. So as I step left, scoop right, I'm twisting here a little bit too. Kick, point, is a chance for you to show off your balance. I'd like to see, at testing, I'd like to see more than I'll do it from a different angle. I don't necessarily care to see like you're falling into that punch. I'd like for the students to be able to show me that they've used this form as a chance to practice their balance, developing their balance. So from here, they'll kick, point, hold it for a second or two, then they land that foot in that punch when they want to. That's another part of self-control. You're controlling your body. You're telling your body when and where to land, right? So that's another one. For more advanced students, maybe red belts on up, coming back and using these forms as something to practice again, I'd like to see that front kick locked out there for a second. Instead of just making it a snapping kick, a fast kick, I'd like to see if you got the body control to be able to freeze it for a millisecond, a little millisecond when it's out there. So here we are. That step left, shoot right. Got my shoulders square with that block. Kick, point, punch. Reach, scoop left, shoulders square. Again, it's over here at an angle, but I'm still looking this way. Kick, point, punch. Step, reach. I'm getting my weight over that, collected over that left leg. Block. Again, perch stance. It's a double fist block on one leg. So this foot here is up in the air, chambered like a side kick. So that's the kick I'm getting ready to do. This foot here pivots when I hit that block. Side, together, reach. And just like the beginning, I want to relax and explode, use my hips. My hands won't come over here where my hips are pointing. I don't want to reach any further than 180 degrees from where I'm blocking. So my hands will stop here, but my hips can keep turning, cranking back. Reach, step lock, reach, relax, explode, hips. At this level, at advanced green level, that's the goal I want them to start working on. I want them to start trying to understand more about their hips. We'll work on it from white belt level up through until they get to this level. But I really want them to start showing me that they understand that. So this is a great form to use those moves, especially multiple moves in one stance, to practice showing me the hip rotation again as they're doing that. So that's one yoke for advanced green belt.